Hello everyone, welcome to Nifty by Nifty. In this video, we are going to analyze Nifty 50 chart for the day December 11 and 12, 2025. Let me start the video with the December 11 and analyze Nifty 50 for that day. Okay, so basically I will use a 5 minutes chart for day trading. So you can see these are the 5 minutes candle. So let me start the analysis part. So first, market is kind of volatile as well as a good bullish trend that found today. Okay, so let me start with the first candle. Before that, I want to go through the indicators that the market traveled. So market traveled on this day between CPR R1 as well as previous day low. So market didn't reach the previous day high or this S1. So market traveled in between R1 CPR and previous day low only. So let me start with the first candle. So first candle itself is a kind of a bearish one. You can see the color, and also this candle is saying one more thing. It taking the good support at previous day low as well as good resistance from CPR. You can see the wick that found on the first candle itself from above as well as from below. So that is saying it taking a good resistance in CPR and good support at previous day low. So which means these two levels played an important role at the first day itself, because it's very hard to broke the CPR as well as the previous day low. And in my videos I used to say this entire CPR zone itself considered as a single line, not kind of this is separate one and this is the separate line and this is kind of a third level. So this entire zone itself considered as a single line. So CPR zone itself a single indicator, not kind of three indicators is there. Okay, so remember this point. So like after that, taking a good resistance, market tried to get into the CPR, but it didn't reach the midpoint of CPR and the morning session itself. So at 9:35 itself, it broken the CPR as well as the previous day low. You can see the strength of this red color. So long red color candle found at 9:35 and broken the previous day low with a strong strength. Okay, you can see the length of the red color candle. So it's not having any wick found from below or above. So you can see the good strength with this candle. So at 9:35 itself, it's broken the previous day low. So even I thought it's a kind of a good trade, because it's having a good risk reward ratio as well as it satisfied our condition. So it's good to enter at 9:40 when it suppresses the broken candle slow. So you can you can buy the put option, maybe in the money put option at 9:40 and set the target at this S1 and set the stop loss above this previous day low. But this day is kind of this trade is kind of a very hard one, because it satisfied our condition as well as it's having good risk reward ratio. You see, when you enter the trade at this level, 25,719 means you must keep the stop loss above this line and you must take the target at this S1. But market is not like what we are predicting. So it again moved back and broken the previous day low from below to above and hit the stop loss here itself. You can see at the 9:45 itself, it broken the previous day low. So it's a kind of a stop loss triggering trade. So everyone must exit the trade whenever it opened above the important zone. Like we can enter at 9:40 and set the target here and put the stop loss above this black line, that is previous day low. So my suggestions to get out of the trade at 9:45 itself when it breaches the previous day low from below to above. Okay, so it's a kind of a good one only, because we exist the trade with a good a small amount of loss only, not kind of very big one. So some people consider it will reach S1. I should wait for that like that. So it should not. I mean, you should not be like that, because once it reaches the stop loss mean you must exit the trade, because whenever you take the loss means it must be very low. So at this time at 9:45 definitely, yes, it is the stop loss, I know, but the loss you faced or you got is kind of very low only, right? So it's a kind of a good trade only, because we must happy with taking the stop loss also. But it again give the opportunity. See, at 10 a.m. itself, it again broken the previous day low. So this is kind of a good trade then, because you can definitely say like it's try its best to broke this previous day low and reaches this S1, but previous day low playing an important role in this 10 a.m. time also. So you can take the buying the call option trade at 10:05 at I mean when it suppresses the broken candles high. So you see at 10 a.m. previous day low got broken from below to above, and this candle got closed, and you can see the small wick that found above that 10 a.m. candle, and you can get into the trade at 10:05 when it suppresses the broken candles high. So at this point 25,743 you can buy a 25,700 call option and set the target at CPR and set the stop loss below this previous day low. So it reaches the CPR with a good green color candle. Okay, so you can take the stop loss. Sorry, you can take the target when it reaches the CPR. So one trade give the stop loss and give the loss, and another trade give the profit and reaches the target. Okay, so it's a kind of a good learning within an half an hour. So both trades satisfied your condition, both trades satisfied the good risk reward ratio. One trade gives you a profit, one trade gives you a loss. So it's a kind of a good thing to have, because whenever we take the stop loss it must be low. So here you take the loss with minimum amount, and here you take the profit with maximum amount. So it's a good trade only. And you see, one more thing I want to uh, represent here. Here, after that candle get into the CPR, candles are formed in between the CPR zone only. So don't think like it suppresses the CPR zone in this candle itself, because this zone itself should be considered as a single line, as I said before. So market traveled inside the CPR zone for exactly I mean when it reaches the CPI means you must exit the trade. So don't consider like I this black line is considered as a single line. You can take the trade and set the target here. Not like that, because inside the CPR it's not good approach to take the trade. Okay, so you can consider this entire zone as a single line, as I said before, because we are involving our hard-earned money. So don't get into the trade like it's broken the midline like that. Okay, so here you see uh, at high level CPR it facing some good resistance, then again came down. And I must say something to you in this time, like this is kind of a broken candle, some people think, but it's not kind of a broken candle. Why? Because it going inside the CPR and reaches the good resistance at this high level of CPR, then again came down. So don't consider 11 a.m. candle as a broken candle. Okay, in case the market is formed above the CPR and it came down like this, means definitely 11 a.m. candle is a broken candle. But here market is facing a good resistance and came down. So this 11 a.m. candle should not be considered as a broken candle. I mean, it should be treated as this is the candle which broke us the CPR, not like that. Because if market formed above, then came down, and you can see this kind of candle, I mean, definitely you can say this is a broken candle. But here, market opened below the CPR only and tried to broken the CPR zone, then it again came down. So CPR acts as a good resistance for more than 2 hours in the morning itself. So this 11 a.m. candle is a not broken candle. Okay. So after that also you see market almost travel inside the CPR for almost 1 hour, and at 11:55 you can see mark this candle opened inside the CPR and closed above the CPR, which means this is the broken candle. So market traveled inside the CPR for long time. Market opened below the CPR and CPR got broken only at 11:55. This is kind of a good trade because you can enter here and you can take your profit here. Okay, because this is a broken candle which is very low. So you can set the target as R1 and you can put the stop loss below this broken candle's low. So here you can be set your stop loss and take the profit here, but within the single candle itself it reaches the R1. So it's a kind of a good trade only. Then again market gives another opportunity, but because some because of some volatility and kind of dominations of both bulls and bear, market turned to went in sideways. I know some people take the trade in here also because it's suppresses the, I mean, first it broke the R1, then suppresses the broken candles high, and some people may think like it will reach previous day high, but seems like market again came down and hit the stop loss at 1 p.m. Okay, so once you feel like you are hitting three times the stop loss for the day means don't take too much of trade, because one thing, I mean, what is the learning from this December 11, 2025 is market gives the good opportunity as well. I mean, it satisfied our condition as well as it's having a good risk reward ratio in the all the trade, but sometimes we may also have to face the losses, because that is what happened today. Market gives lot of good opportunities with satisfying our condition as well as the good risk reward ratio, but market didn't went like what we are predicting. It seems like the confusing market, the volatile market today. So once you feel like hitting the stop loss more than two times or at least two times, just observe the market, don't take too much of trade. So you see, you can take the trade at 12 p.m. I mean, yeah, 12 p.m. when it when broken candle, the 11:55 candles I got broken, and take the target here. Then again after 15 minutes you see at 12:15 it again broken the uh, R1 from below to above and closes, and again 12:20 candle also seems like in green color. So you can take the trade here, put the stop loss here and set the target here. Again you feel like very bad because it didn't reach the target, it again came down. So once you feel like it get down means don't take too much of trade, because you see it again broken this candle, but it reaches our target, the CPR. Then again it came up, then again it came down. So when you feel like you have taken the stop loss for second time means just observe the market for the day. Don't take too much of trades, because this is kind of, some people may take the revenge in the market, like they can't accept a stop loss, so they want to recover what is the amount they lose in the market for the day itself, but that is not the good one. So that's how the emotional intelligence works. Okay, so my suggestions is do not take the trade once your trade hit two stop loss in the same day itself. Okay, so that's what today learning is. So let me go into the December 12 25 chart. So first I want to analyze the market this day, how it went. So seems like it's a kind of a very volatile one. So market went in sideways only, not in upward or downward. So the why this day also a good learning means it didn't give any good opportunities because market traveled in kind of a different area only. It doesn't reaches CPR, it doesn't reaches S1 or R1. It just opened at this level with a good bullish candle. You can see. Just oh wait, I'll analyze my screen. Yeah. So it just opened with a good bullish candle and closes above the and broken the R1 in just a single candle itself. And some people had a thought to take the trade and set the stop loss as R2 and set the stop loss below this R1, but it market again came down. Then some people thought like it broken the R1, you can set the target at CPR, but market didn't go like that. It again came up. Okay, so the second time some people face the stop loss here. So it's a kind of a very volatile only. But maybe some people take the profit at the last candle. Why? Because see this 11.5 candle broken the R1 again from below to above. Some people take the trade at 11.10 because this day I didn't feel like taking the trade because it's a kind of so volatile. You can see the wicks and the candle strength from the morning. So some people get into the trade at 11.10, set the stop loss below this R1 and wait for the market to reach R2. But seems like market that feel very hard to reach that level and it traveled in between this R1 and R2 only. So market hardly reaches this R2. So traveled in between those two for the entire day. So some people may exit the trade also. I mean, maybe from this zone because that is where market came down morning also. So some people may get into the trade at 12 or maybe at 12:35 because this is the zone at at 9:35 market came down. So you can simply take the trade and wait for the market to reach R2, but it didn't reach, so you can just exit the trade wherever you want. So this is kind of not a good day to take the trade in Nifty 50. So it's a kind of a good learning day also because not every day market give lot of opportunities. So please keep this in mind because sometimes market give good learnings also. Okay, so yeah guys, that's it for today. So thank you all, happy trading. We will meet in another video. Thank you.